All right, morning, and welcome to our review of the TransPennine Express first class service from Manchester to Cleethorpes. I'm currently walking down to Manchester Piccadilly station. I'm here in Manchester itself. It's a bit noisy, so apologies for that. Now, lots of first class reviews on YouTube, lots of TransPennine Express first class, but this one's a bit different and probably a lot worse. There are basically three routes that TransPennine Express run. There's one that they call the Anglo-Scottish route, which goes from Liverpool and or Manchester up to either Glasgow or Edinburgh. And then there's the what they call the North route, which again goes from Liverpool or Manchester, goes across to the east side of England, and then goes up the East Coast main line. So they're the two main routes, and they have quite good first class offerings. Like I said, lots of reviews on them, so if you want to see one of them, just go and have a look. But it's slightly different on the one we're going. We're going on the poor cousin route. We're going on what they call the South route, which is from Manchester across, basically just heading due east, all the way till you hit the coast, to the end of the line. We're also doing a full end of the line vlog, by the way, on Cleethorpes itself once we get there, so have a look at that. But this particular one is just about the trip and the first class experience. We're coming up to Manchester Piccadilly station now, where I'll tell you a bit more about the train. So TransPennine Express run three different trains depending which route they're doing. On the West Coast main line, the service between Liverpool and Manchester and up to Scotland, they use the class 397, which is a fully electric train because of course the West Coast main line is fully electrified. On what they call the North route, which goes up the East Coast main line, although the East Coast main line itself is fully electrified, the bit between Manchester and getting across to the east side of the country to actually get on that East Coast main line isn't electrified, so they have to use the 802, the hybrid electric diesel units for that. But we're not getting on either of those. What we're getting on is the poor cousin, the shitty little 185, which is still nice, I'm sure, still a nice train, but obviously nowhere near as sleek, nowhere near as posh as the 397s and the 802. So it'll be first class with a bit of a difference today. As we're saying, the first class on this train is a little bit different. Whereas on the two main routes, the Anglo-Scottish and the Northern, you get full service, so there's meals on demand, there's lots of different drinks and stuff. Here we get what they call, I think, the Express Plus menu. I'm assuming all this, by the way, I've never actually done it. I'm assuming all this. So we'll find out when we go on, but I believe, from what I found out online, platform 13 this way, it's just tea, coffee, Coke, lemonade, a small selection of beers, gin, and snacks like crisps, popcorn, brownies, that sort of thing. We'll see. And also, I don't think it's a full first class coach either. I think it might be a coach that has a standard class and a first class section all in one. I could be wrong, like I say, I've not done this before. So I'm just as excited as hopefully you are watching it. Maybe I'm more excited because I'm actually doing it. Let's get down to the platform here and see where our train is. Right guys, the platform is absolutely rammed, and I honestly didn't expect it to be. 10 o'clock on a Sunday, going across to Cleethorpes. I don't know, it seems to be extremely busy. I suppose, I don't know, people getting back home or something. But yeah, it's absolutely rammed. We're in Coach C. We've been allocated a seat. We've been allocated seat C14. Coach C is in the middle of the train. It's also, according to the signage here, got disabled access and disabled toilets. So I'm not sure how that works in with the first class thing. There's a Transport for Wales train just coming in. And we did just see one of the class 397s, but it was a few tracks away, a few platforms away, so I'm not too sure if I got it. But like I said, incredibly busy. So yeah, will I have to sit in seat C14? Try saying that fast when you've had a gin, which I haven't, by the way, not yet. Still 10 a.m. I don't know if I'll have to sit in that. I hope I don't, because it's an aisle seat and I could do with a window seat so I can get some views out the window. And like I said, I thought it'd be pretty quiet because it's a Sunday, but with everyone on the platform, I don't know. Or maybe it's just a small platform and a big train. I don't know, whatever. We'll see when we get on anyway, but I'm in Coach C. I'll see how busy the first class bit is and we'll go from there. How freaking exciting. Not too bad, we'll do a full review in a bit. Very noisy. So this bit here is part of the first class coach. It starts off in standard class, and you just have these doors here separating the first class area. While we're here, let's do a little quick seat tour. They're quite comfortable, reasonably, I would say. I'm not too sure what these wings are about. There's absolutely no way you could sleep on these because your head would just fall off. This blue thing doesn't move at all. It's actually sewn in, so if you wanted to come on this first class service for a bit of a rest, maybe a sleep or something, good luck. I don't think that would happen, to be honest. But they're quite wide, they're quite spacious. We have armrests, nice little light there, and quite a decent sized table. For power we have 4 plug sockets and 4 USBs on the large tables and just 2 on the smaller ones over there. One other thing, by the way, the seats do recline. There's a little button down there, and when you press it, let's see if I can press mine here. The whole seat sort of scoots forwards and down a bit. Just give yourself a bit of a recline. It's not great, I wouldn't use it. I legitimately think that's the smallest bag of popcorn I've ever seen in my life. That's like 1 bite's worth. Well guys, now the train has quietened down a bit, apart from that guy. I can do a little bit more vlogging. I'll show you this carriage, I think it is quite interesting. You've essentially got, this is the front of the carriage and indeed the front of the train. So you have a disabled toilet there, let's have a quick look in there. Single man, reveal yourself.
For your safety and security, this train is fitted with CCTV.
There you go. Noel Phillips, eat your heart out. Here's a loo review for TransPennine Express.
Please speak to a member.
Very spacious. Baby changing there above the toilet.
If you see it, say it, and we'll sort it.
Sink. Lots of mirrors. Alright, vlog watchers. Quite nice. As I said, through there is just the actual cab, I'm assuming. And then there's a lot of space here, which is for wheelchairs, of course. Maybe bike storage as well, I don't know. And then you go through to the first class actual section, so let's go through there. Luggage rack there. That appears to be the serving area. But of course nobody's serving. We'll go down and see if there's a catering car anywhere. Because the catering truck, the little trolley thing that came with the lady that gave us those snacks at the beginning, she got off in Sheffield with her trolley, and nobody's come back on. So first class appears to be a lukewarm Coke, a lukewarm water, some crisps and 3 pieces of popcorn, and that's a lot. I did say alcoholic drinks as well after 11, but there's nobody there. Nobody's come into the carriage since that lady left just before 11 actually, or just after 11 at Sheffield, so I assume we're not getting anything. Let's just go and see if there is any catering anywhere else on the train. The answer to that is a resounding no. So that's it, there's no catering on the train, just that one lady with a little trolley, and she got off at Sheffield. So is the first class service worth it? Probably not. I'll let you decide. Let's get back to the seat. Nice big tables. You've got lights, you've got individual reading lights, you've got curtains. Yeah, quite nice.
See it, say it, and we'll sort it.
You do get free Wi-Fi on the train. It's pretty dreadful. It's like 1 megabyte. Insert Wi-Fi speed probably over there. It's not great, but of course it's free. There are bits down this line where you drop out of cell phone service, so it's probably better to have it than not have it. And like I say, it's included, so why not? If you'd have paid a lot of money for this upgrade to first class, I think you'd be extremely disappointed. But I didn't. So the total upgrade on this service from standard class to first class was, wait for it, £8. And I think that sort of shows in the service that you get. It's not what I call a proper first class service. It's a slightly nicer carriage, slightly quieter carriage, slightly wider seats, and a couple of snacks. That's a lot. So I'll let you decide whether it's worth it or not. But for £8, can you complain? I'd suggest probably not. So there you go. That's the review of TransPennine Express's first class offering over to Cleethorpes. Was it worth it? £8? Yeah, of course it was. Only £8. Had a great time. I then went off vlogging Cleethorpes. A few little shots of Cleethorpes there for you. But just a little bit of an extra tip for you, and because obviously people like me getting things wrong, as I often do, I'll show you a little bit about the return journey. The return journey was fairly eventful in as much as the train was absolutely rammed and there wasn't a single toilet that worked on the entire train. So you had people getting off at stations and trying to get to the other block of 3 carriages a couple of times to see if those toilets worked. You got people forcing open the disabled toilets just to get into an actual toilet they could sit in, whether it worked or not. So yeah, carnage a bit on the way back. But certainly made for an interesting 2 and a bit hours back on the train. Anyway, I'll leave you with my little dilemma about getting on the wrong carriage. Watch it, don't watch it. The review's over, but I thought I'd throw this in anyway. If you have enjoyed it, please do subscribe. It's still a very small channel, not very many subscribers, and these videos take a ridiculous amount of time to edit, mainly because I don't know what I'm doing. But if you could put a like and if you could subscribe, that'd be absolutely brilliant. If you've got any questions about it, drop it in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, if you like train reviews, train class and service reviews, I've got another one coming up where I compare all 3 classes on Avanti West Coast from Manchester down to London and back again. So if you like that sort of thing, stay subscribed, that'll be coming soon, and thanks very much for watching. Okay, so here's a bit of an issue, vloggers. I think I might be in the wrong carriage. I arrived at the platform a little bit late, and as I was walking up trying to find car C, everyone was getting on and the train was about to leave, so I just jumped on whatever door it was, because obviously you can't miss the train. And I walked through the train till I got to what is obviously the first class. Great, amazing. But I think this is one of those trains that they sometimes have, well, probably have a lot on this line, where there's 3 carriages form basically one train, then another 3 carriages form another train. And I think I might be in the first class carriage of the wrong set of 3 carriages. I think I might be in the first class carriage at the back. So I'm going to get off at Grimsby, which is where he says we're about to arrive at. I'm going to get off and just check the letter on this carriage. If it's C, I'm fine. If it's not C, if it's like E or F or something, I'm in the wrong place, which is fine. I mean, I've got a ticket. The thing is, because the 2 separate trains are 3 and a 3, I can't walk through to the other train, as it were, to see if there's another first class bit. So listen, am I in the wrong place? Possibly. Let's get off at Grimsby and check the letters on the trains. Bear with me. Right.
Stations on this route have
I got off at my carriage, and I think I probably was on the wrong side. Because when I came off, the next carriage along was carriage A. So I'm assuming this is the ABC 3 train. And I need to go all the way up to the C area. So let's see. Hello. It's okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think I was right. I think I was in like G or something. Completely the wrong carriage. So let's see what's down
on
here.
This route have short platforms. Any customers from Haverham and Barnardby should move forward to
See,
the
this
next
looks more
coach
like it.
to
This
leave
looks
the
like
train.
C. There we go. Right, so yeah, 100% I was in completely the wrong carriage. That's probably why it was empty. I'm assuming they fill up the first class in one of the blocks of 3 before they do it in the other one. Because, you know, if they do have service on the train, obviously the little person with the trolley, they're not going to be able to get from one first class to the other first class, because obviously they're completely separate blocks of 3, so it would make sense. Anyway, I'm back in C where I should be, which is fine. There's no service, of course, because why would there be? You know, it's only first class. God forbid you to get service. I'm assuming somebody's going to come on at Sheffield, like they got off at Sheffield last time. But of course, by the time we get to Sheffield, it will be possibly after 6:30, so after the alcohol services stop. So I'm sort of guessing it's quite difficult to get a drink on this train on a Sunday. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a drink, maybe I won't. I think probably not, but there you go.